So entering into fractional law, let's take the heading fractional law. Now, in fractional law, we have that if we're given an a raised to the power of, let's call it, let's take it step by step. Let me take the first part of the law, 1 over y. This will give us the y roots of a. For instance, if we're given 4 raised to the power of 1 over 2, it's like saying just giving the square root of 4, which is equal to 2. Is that okay? So another example, if we're given let's say 81 raised to 1 over 4, is like saying the 4th root of 81, which is also the same thing as writing 3, because we know that 3 multiplying 3 in 4 places will give us 81. Now another way of saying this law is if we're given a, now let's give the second part of the law. You know, I told you that there are two parts of this law, so let me give you the second part of the law. If I was given a raised to the power of, let's say, x over y, now in this part we are saying that a is raising, we are saying a raised to the power x and a raised to the power of what, also over y, that's 1 over y. I can break this down to be like saying a raised to the power of 1 over y multiplying x. Is that so? And that's like saying a 1 over y, put it in brackets, multiplying x, because now according to the product law, when this takes away this bracket, it will multiply our x and we're back to the same thing here. Is that okay? So let's continue. Therefore, this can also become what? It can become a raised to the power 1 over y. Remember what we just showed here, it gave us this. So that's y roots of a, and everything is raised to the power of what? X. Let's take an example. Now the example is this. Remember we did something of this nature. We did 81 raised to the power of 1 over 4. So let's continue from there. Let's say they gave us 81. They gave us 81 raised to the power of, let's make it 3 over 4. Now what will it become? Let's draw a line here so we won't confuse ourselves. It will become what? The root, that's the 4th root, because here is the denominator, here is 4, so it will be the 4th root of 81 raised to the power of what? 3. So that's the 4th root of 81 raised to the power of what? 3. And that is 4th of 81, we got it as 3 raised to the power of 3 would be what? 3 times 3. 3 times 3 times 3, that's 3 raised to the power of 3 is what? 27. Now this is good and fine. What if we're giving this 81? What if it was 81 raised to the power of, now raised to the power of minus 3 over 4? Okay, so please, I don't know what's written here, but let me take it off. Okay, so I think I have to write it out. Let's take it out off. Okay, so what if we're given 81 raised to the power of what? 3 over 4. Let me write it out very well so it will look like it's actually carrying it as a power. Well, if we're given 81, take my screen over to this side and let me take it down a bit. 81 raised to the power of minus 3 over 4. Now what will it become? Remember, when you have a minus sign, what's the next thing you think of? Negative index law. So it becomes 1 over 81 raised to the power of what? 3 over 4. And then that gives us what? 1 over, now we've done 81 raised to the power of 3 over 4, so we know that everything will become what? According to what we solved, we got it as 27, so it will be 1 over 27 as our final answer. Is that okay? Good and fine. Now that's all about all the laws. We've treated the first law, which was the addition law, the subtraction law, the zero index law, the negative index law, the product law, and the fractional index law. So all these are all the laws that we'll be working with throughout our questions. We'll be working in indices. So the next video I'll come up will just be questions. I'll just keep on bringing up questions, and I also advise you to drop questions as we keep on solving. Just drop any question you can find. Now after we're done with the normal question working, then we'll enter into what they call solving equations under indices, as initial equations in a nutshell. So we're working with initial equations, but for now we're working with just general algebraic equation, algebraic questions under indices. So check the next video for solvings under indices.